Welcome to this professional training session. Today, we are deep diving into SIRE 2.0 question 5.4.6 regarding life-saving appliances on tankers. The primary objective is to ensure that all life-saving appliances are in working order and ready for immediate use at any moment. This question is applicable to oil, chemical, LPG, and LNG tankers. It covers the main deck, mooring decks, and the bridge areas. Per SOLAS Chapter 3, lifebuoys must be distributed to be readily available on both sides of the ship and on all open decks. Crucially, at least one lifebuoy must be placed specifically in the vicinity of the stern to ensure full coverage of the vessel. Each lifebuoy must be clearly marked with the ship's name and port of registry using block capitals of the Roman alphabet. According to IMO Resolution A.658, retroreflective material of approximately 5 cm width must be applied at 4 evenly spaced points. Stowage is critical. Lifebuoys must be stowed so they can be rapidly cast loose. They must never be permanently secured in any way. At least one lifebuoy on each side must have a buoyant lifeline. The length must be at least 30 meters or twice the height above the waterline. Safety regulations require that no less than 1/2 of the total number of lifebuoys are provided with self-igniting lights. For tankers, SOLAS specifically requires that self-igniting lights must be of an electric battery type for safety reasons. At least 2 lifebuoys must also be provided with self-activating smoke signals, capable of quick release from the navigation bridge. A lifebuoy intended to operate a quick-release smoke signal must have a mass of not less than 4 kilograms to ensure proper function. These specialized lifebuoys with lights and smoke signals must be equally distributed on both sides of the ship for balanced safety coverage. In hazardous areas, you must ensure that non-intrinsically safe lights are strictly controlled and clearly marked to avoid misplacement. Every stowage location, whether it's a bracket or a rack, must be clearly marked with approved symbols according to IMO Resolution A.760. Maintenance is not just about the equipment, it's about the records. Monthly inspections are a mandatory requirement under SOLAS. Always use the checklist required by Regulation 36.1 to ensure that all equipment is complete and in good order during your rounds. During a SIRE 2.0 survey, the inspector will first cite and review your company's procedures for LSA maintenance. They will then perform a physical inspection of a selection of the ship's lifebuoys, lights, smoke floats, and lifelines. Potential negative observations include having fewer than the required number of lifebuoys or an insufficient number of lights. Be warned, defective self-igniting lights or expired smoke floats are common grounds for a negative observation during surveys. If the accompanying officer or safety officer is unfamiliar with maintenance procedures, it will result in a negative observation. The inspector will expect to see the checklist and log for records of monthly inspections and maintenance as primary evidence. The self-activating smoke float quick-release mechanism must operate freely and be tested regularly for readiness. Check the width of your retroreflective tape. It must be approximately 5 centimeters to meet the IMO Resolution A.658 standards. Remember, if a lifebuoy is attached to a smoke float, its mass must be at least 4 kilograms to activate the trigger effectively. Ensure the marking is in block capitals of the Roman alphabet. Faded or non-standard lettering can lead to observations. Verify your lifeline lengths. They must be either 30 meters or twice the height above the waterline, whichever is the greater value. One common error is fitting both a light and a lifeline to the same lifebuoy. These should be distributed separately according to Regulation 1.3. On tankers, water-activated lights are not allowed. Always ensure your self-igniting lights are the approved electric battery type. Check expiry dates every single month. A single expired smoke float or light battery is a clear compliance failure. TMSA KPI 9A.1.1 requires that safety inspections are conducted at scheduled intervals by a designated safety officer. The ISM Code Section 10 requires established procedures to ensure the ship is maintained in conformity with all rules and regulations. The bridge quick release for lights and smoke signals is a key safety feature. Its maintenance and testing must be documented. Retroreflective materials must be of sufficient width and correctly applied to ensure visibility in low-light emergency conditions. Ensure your records match the physical condition of the equipment. Inconsistencies are a red flag for any SIRE 2.0 inspector. To summarize, focus on distribution, clear markings, perfect equipment condition, and complete maintenance records. Being prepared is the key to both vessel safety and a successful SIRE 2.0 inspection. Stay vigilant and keep checking your LSA. Thank you for participating in this training. Stay safe out there and ensure your vessel remains fully compliant. Goodbye.